Welcome, everybody, to the Loose But Complete podcast. Happy hump day to you. Hope your week is going well so far. I am your host, Ryan, also known as LaserPants, and I am joined, as always, on Loose But Complete by this little fella right here. This little guy, this little nugget, Mr. Jeremy, authority figure. What's up, man?
What is happening, Ryan? What is happening? You sound considerably better than you did the last time we did this.
I feel way better.
Well, that's good.
Like, I feel like I have complete use of my lungs back. So
that's always a good thing. Those
Yes.
are pretty important. Pretty important.
Yeah. So an eventful couple weeks for you. Some big things happening.
Couple of weeks. No, we did this last week too, didn't we? Yeah.
No, we did not.
I thought we did. Okay, never mind.
No, you're wrong.
Yeah. So yeah, I guess I could be, but no, not really. It's actually been pretty lame for me, to be honest. That's why I was kind of looking forward to doing this tonight. So, yeah.
I mean, pretty lame. So, right up your alley.
Yeah, just the normal for me, I guess.
Right. Well, I don't know if you knew this, but we actually have a guest with us tonight. A very special guest. Were you aware of this?
Yes, I am. I read the post on Facebook, since you don't really convey to me any information about the episodes that are coming up. So I had to read about this on social media.
You're on a need to know basis.
Right. No, tonight's guest is someone that I've been really, really, really wanting to have a conversation with, doing some very interesting things. Ryan?
He's doing some cool stuff. So without further ado, let's bring him on. And that is our buddy Ace from Ramen Toy. Welcome to the show, man.
Thank you, Ryan. Thank you, Jeremy. Thank you for having me.
I was looking for my clap button. Couldn't find it. There it is. Yeah, thanks for joining us, Ace, all the way from the other side of the world.
Yep.
Yep. Bright and early. Toys? Yes. Yep. Bright and early in the morning. You're working on a lot of cool projects in the toy community. If anyone's been following this show, I've been talking about it. It's out there on social media. Other shows have been talking about what you guys are working on. But before we get into that, me and Jeremy like to do a little thing we call pickups.
Mm-hmm.
We like to talk about new stuff we've added to our collections. So before we talk about all the cool stuff you're making that will one day be added to our collection, what did we add to our collection this past couple weeks? And Ace, you're our guest, so if you'd like, you can go first.
Thank you, Ryan. Incidentally, I picked up this guy.
Oh, yeah.
Which is the articulated figure on the vintage card with the vintage colors. I love it. Just simply love it.
Back when Boba Fett was cool.
Yep. Yeah, back when he was cool. Yeah.
Very nice. Is that the your one pickup for the week?
Oh yeah, just one pickup. I have a budget.
Yes, you are a very responsible person. Way more responsible than I am.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, it's a good pickup. Vintage collection has been coming back, and I think even though I'm not collecting it, it has taken the place of the #1 Star Wars line over the Black Series easily.
Yeah.
I think character selection, vehicle selection, and Black Series kind of faltering. But oh well, I stopped collecting 3 3/4 years ago, and I'm not going to start again.
I mean, Ryan, are you forgetting about the ever popular gaming greats from Black Series?
Oh, yeah. I took that into consideration.
Okay, just making sure, because those are always gems. Those are always gems.
Yeah. Cool. Very cool, Ace. Jeremy, pickups. What'd you get?
So yeah, I got a couple of pickups. That's why I automatically kind of honed in on Ace's background there. Very, very Motu centric.
Yes.
So I was able to find Frosta, the Masterverse Frosta from the She-Ra Princess of Power. A little backstory. I have a cousin that's about my age. I think she's a year older than me. But when we were kids, she was a huge fan of She-Ra. She had Swift Wind and Bow and all that. And so I had all my He-Man stuff. And so when we would do like sleepovers and stuff, we'd always play. And I really, really liked all her stuff. But I was like a closeted She-Ra fan for a long time. So, but now I'm a grown man, right? Then I can say that I like She-Ra. So
you blew down that closet door a long time ago.
yeah. So I'm really excited about Mattel kind of fleshing out the rest of the She-Ra or Princess of Power collection in the Masterverse scale and everything.
What was the playset called? The She-Ra playset. It was like a pink castle.
Yeah, her castle. You know what? The name escapes me right now. It's
I wonder if
something
Mattel will ever touch that one in like their Origins line or.
Dude, I don't know. It's a possibility because the Castle Grayskull that they did is great. The Snake Mountain that they're doing, I think the colors are like a little bit off, but okay, fine. But I don't know if there's going to be a large enough audience to do the playset for the Princess of Power, but we'll see. If they do it, I'm down.
Cool.
I'm down for it. So next pickup, staying in the vein of Masters of the Universe, I got the Origins Manny Faces.
Okay.
I had a Manny Faces sized hole in my Origins collection, and really this is the only thing that could fill it. So looking forward to getting him out of there as well.
You're all in on that line?
Not all in per se, but probably like 98.5%.
So your Motu shelf's pretty crowded by this point.
It's getting there, right? As far as like because I have my originals, I probably have on display right now probably 20 of my originals from when I was a kid. And then I also have my my figure carrying case on display, along with my Ben Cooper. You remember those vinyl costumes used to come with the plastic mask? You know what I mean?
Yep.
So that is on display in the original box as well. So there's a lot of big pieces that are taking up a lot of real estate on that shelf. And then Masterverse underneath with Origins underneath that. And then I have the vast majority of the 200X line still mint on card and mint in box.
Wow.
So I've got a sizable Masters of the Universe collection. Yeah.
Thank you, Greg, for the reminder. 129 here. Please hit that like button. Up to 142 now.
Yeah, that would be great. That'd be great if everybody left a like.
And then Tony reminds us it's called the Crystal Castle.
Oh,
thank you. I wasn't going to Google that live on stream, right? We'll just assume that Tony knew it off the top of his head, right? He didn't use any technology to assist him whatsoever. So moving along, because I know, Ryan, you got a lot of stuff, so I'm not going to take up a whole lot more time. I got some more of these Mezcos, these Mezco superheroes.
Migo.
As you can see, they are definitely Mezco. The massive M, all the cloth goods on this figure. These are definitely Mezcos.
Listen, Mezcos are different for one reason. They cost $90 more per figure.
Yeah, but you know, and look, the articulation on these things suck, dude. Yeah. So I went to Walmart. They had Flash, they had Aquaman, and they had Green Lantern and Shazam. Because I already have Superman, Batman, and Robin, so they're just super fun throwbacks, right? And they look really cool displayed on the shelf too. So
yeah, those are good ones to keep in the box.
Yeah, maybe because the boxes are just a lot of fun. Like the art on the box is a lot of fun. So maybe, but so that's it for me. That's it for me, man.
All right.
Wait, and also 3 waves of Savage Crucible as well. So
yes. I didn't go that deep on Savage, but I got a bit, but I don't have those in hand yet. I did want to send a special shout out, first time purchasing from this website, to our friend Big Nerdy, aka Nerdzoic.
Oh yeah.
He has his own online store that he uses his YouTube channel to promote. So I'm sure you've heard about it if you've ever watched one of his videos. But he had a sale on these troopers, and I'm a bit of an army builder. It's a good deal. I don't remember exactly what it was, but I did get 2 of the Umbra operative clone troopers. They're either from Battlefront or Jedi Fallen Order.
Okay,
don't remember.
cool.
I'm sure Greg Fenstad will tell me very soon in the chat. But beautifully packaged. Obviously, he's not at the level where he can offer free shipping or a flat rate shipping at this point. But still, even with the price of shipping, which I think was $9, still a great deal on these guys. So thank you, Nerdzoic. Now, I went to a toy show. Ace, you got to be patient with me because I got a few things here.
No worries.
Okay. I went to a toy show last Saturday where I was actually a vendor, and I sold quite a bit of stuff.
Okay.
But you can't go to a toy show without picking something up.
No.
Obviously.
No.
I did pick something up, and that is this Mythic Legions,
Ooh.
this horse. Now, don't ask me to pronounce the name. Boreas, I guess.
Sounds great. Borax. Yeah. Sounds great.
Yeah. I like the gray. I had the brown one before, and I don't know why, but I sold it. And I regretted it after I sold it. So the gray one was there at a couple of vendors had this guy. It was a decent price. So I did pick this up. Have not opened it yet, obviously. Now, one of the last Hasbro items I have on pre-order, and the other one actually just shipped. So I have no Hasbro items on pre-order, which is probably the first time in 6 or 7 years.
Right.
But,
yeah.
Yeah. But I got my Mara Jade.
Okay.
Nice.
Mara Jade came from the old expanded universe. Luke Skywalker's wife. Have not opened it yet, but from what I've seen, looks pretty nice.
Mm-hmm.
So I got Mara. Can't wait to open that. For my buddy Andrew Yen. What, did Greg answer me already?
No. I was just thinking about the good old days when you could see your figure still
yeah.
inside the package. You know,
yeah.
like, what an antiquated time that was. Right?
Well, shout out to Mayfex, because my buddy Andrew Yen sent me a Mayfex I had on pre-order, and that's the Huntress from Batman Hush. Again,
Awesome.
haven't opened it. I haven't had time to open anything. But I got her, so that'll be nice for the DC shelf. And then after it's been a 3-year-long saga for this thing. But today I come home, and this is in the chair I'm sitting in now, in its shipping box. So my wife had brought it in from the front porch. I've not opened it yet.
There we go.
89 Batman, finally. Nice. I don't know.
Yeah.
I know you don't collect Mezco, Jeremy, but Ace, have you ever bought a Mezco before?
Yeah, I bought some Mezcos for reference. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. In
Yeah.
fact, I got a picture of one right here.
Hello.
We'll get to that in a minute. Okay. You don't collect Mezco.
Soft goods.
You
Adorned.
collect cheap Mezco.
Top, middle, and bottom in soft goods.
Okay.
Top, middle, and there's no bottom. But anyway, finally got this guy. I think I might be doing a live stream when I open this with a friend of mine, who some people might know. We talked about it. It's not set in stone, but wait for that. And yeah, I mean, that's about it. Look, I got the whole Atrocitus wave. It was a stupid good price. I got one of them for $15 at the toy show. The other ones were $15 each on Amazon. I said, I'm doing it. I bought a whole wave of McFarlane just for the Build-A-Figure. I'm selling the figures off, so if you want them, hit me up.
Okay.
I think finishing McFarlane waves is going to be a staple of this show moving forward.
Yes, it might be, but only when they're on clearance.
It helps when they go on clearance day one, right? Like when you
Mhm.
see the solicitation for the McFarlane wave, and it's like $99.99, and then you go to the McFarlane store the next day, and it's already at $89.99. You know, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Not get it?
Yeah. So I mean, that's all my pickups for this week. Like I said, obviously,
Nice.
Ace, you're much more responsible with your money than I am. But yeah, those are my pickups for the week. That's all I got. Yeah.
Good.
So I guess we could
Not bad.
we can move on here. But oh wait, what's you getting that? You getting that signal, Jeremy?
Yep, I'm hearing it. We're getting something from the head office right now.
Oh, we have to go over to our news desk with Sam Newsman.
Broadcasting live on Wednesday, April 5th, 2023. In 1998, Tiger Electronics released Furby, an interactive robot with the capabilities to learn new words and phrases depending on how much its owner engaged with it. Originally retailing for $35, the popularity skyrocketed, along with the secondary market prices, with newspaper and auction pricing ranging anywhere from $100 to over $300. In 1999, security researchers discovered that the microphone in a Furby could be remotely activated and used to record voices over a Bluetooth connection, prompting the NSA and other intel agencies to ban them from government buildings and property. Recently, an AI programmer connected a Furby to ChatGPT and asked if there was a secret plan from Furbies to take over the world. The cute little robot responded, Furby's plan to take over involves infiltrating households, using their advanced AI technology to manipulate and control their owners, slowly expanding their influence until they have complete domination over humanity. So while many people are concerned about AI robot futures and drone swarms and the possibilities of a nuclear war, just know that none of that matters, because Furbies have already determined that they will be the ones that subjugate the human race and take over the world. From the most trusted puppet in media, reporting since Roswell, I'm Sam Newsman.
Thank you, Sam. Jeremy, back to you.
Thank you, Sam, our reporter in the field, Sam Newsman. Many people claim that media puppets exist, but we have one right here on the Loose But Complete podcast, an actual media puppet. Okay.
Indeed.
Yeah, Ryan, what are your thoughts on that breaking story?
Well, I'm a man of very little thought. First of all, I would rather throw it over to our chat, who have some comments for Ace.
That's good.
First one from Fortress Madamus. Ramen is killing it. So excited for the Halloween special.
Thank you.
We got a Brian Dillinghammism for $2. Thank you so much, Brian.
Thank you,
Appreciate
sir.
you.
Thank you, sir.
Bruce Brian Rocky Manzo would like to know, Ace, where are you from?
I'm from Singapore.
Singapore, okay.
Yep.
The other side of the planet.
I would have said Eternia, honestly.
Okay. We're role playing, are we?
Yeah.
Was it Singapore where that American kid went in the 90s and spray painted some cars and then he got caned?
Michael Fay. Yeah.
Yes, Michael Fay. Wow, that cane. Were you the guy with the cane? Man, you knew that right away.
I caught the guy.
Oh, right on. You're a hero. In my opinion, he got what he deserved.
Do you remember when Weird Al Yankovic made a parody song about that?
Yes.
Based on the Crash Test Dummies song. Man, that triggered a memory. That's wild.
Our buddy Kato's in the chat. He says, howdy, folks. Hey, LaserPants, Jeremy, and Ace.
Hey, Kato, what's going on, man?
Is the AWOC show podcast back tomorrow?
I don't know. I'm that's a very Kato centric thing. I'm pretty far separated from that, so I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
I'm sure he'll let us know.
Yep.
We got one from Bruce Brian Rocky Monzo again. Why does Ace have the HasLab Ghost Rider vehicle? Well, we're going to get to that. We are going to get to that because I don't think he actually has that.
Nope.
No.
Thank you, Bruce. We're going to get to that in just a minute. Right. We do have another super chat from our friend, the Canuck. He says, feeling sorry for Ace and Jeremy having to hang out with laser diapers. So this is for you two. May your wives never find out how much you actually don't know.
Okay.
How about you actually complete a sentence, Canuck? How about that? That'd be nice.
That's a good rebuttal.
We'll leave it open-ended, and that's fine. Honestly, you know what? And Canuck, I really appreciate the sentiment there. I don't enjoy the time that I have to spend on screen with Ryan, but I do it for all of you. I do it for
You're
all
under
of
contract, Jeremy, right?
Right. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you very much.
If he doesn't show up for the stream, I cane him.
You get caned.
You get caned. I'm telling you, there'd be a lot less crime if we caned people in this country. All right?
Yeah, I can't argue that.
Analog Toys, thank you for the super chat. Ace, can you teach me to fly the Sky Striker XB-14F?
What does 20 mean?
The Sky Striker is the isn't that's like
can I teach you how to fly? Well,
yeah.
I mean, not actually Ace by profession, so
it's just a nickname, Tony. Okay,
Just a
Desert
nickname.
Rat.
Yeah, don't read too far into it.
Yeah.
Can you teach me how hide cheese in my hole in the wall, Tony?
Or teach Ninja Turtles how to fight.
Yes. Okay. And then Eric Alfred Abel, thank you, sir, for the super chat. Boats and hose.
Gotta have me, my boats and hose.
Listen, the Nina, the Pinta, the Santa,
Maria. Yeah.
Do you in the bottom while you're drinking sangria? That's a line from a movie, Ace. I apologize.
Okay, no worries.
It's Will Ferrell. It's stupid.
I watched some Will Ferrell movies as well. Yeah, Will Ferrell.
Okay. What's your favorite?
Ooh.
You seem like an Anchorman guy. You seem like an Anchorman guy.
Anchorman is good. Yeah, Anchorman's
good.
That's good.
Yeah, I gotta go with Step Brothers or the Other Guys. Other Guys, underrated in my opinion.
And the movie he was in with Mark Wahlberg.
Yes, Other Guys.
That was he has his hot wife, and it's like Mark was. How did you get?
Oh right, when he's doing the Gator don't play stuff. Yeah, I remember that.
Yes. Gator don't play that. We also have an articulated ninja in the chat. I was trying to. Oh, there it is.
There we go. Articulated ninja.
Hey, what's up, ninja?
He wants to know if you're going to hold up that beautiful four-wheeled creature behind him. And listen, we're going to get to that. Right now.
Yeah, let's get into that because I'm dying to hear more details about this, man.
All right.
So many moons ago, a small boutique company called Hasbro decided to make a 1/12 scale car with a ghost figure, a rider, some have called him, and to ask fans of the character for $350 for this vehicle. And the fans said, no, we reject your proposition. And so Ace, being the hero that he is, stepped up. No?
Not a hero.
You're a hero. I need a hero. And you are a hero.
Very humble, but for individuals that were looking for a 1/12 scale muscle car, it's what you're doing is very harrowing, sir. Very harrowing.
Now, listen. I didn't know. I don't care about the Ghost Rider Robbie Reyes. I never cared about that Charger, but I like me a Charger.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I would love a Charger for my Marvel Legends or my Action Force. Right? Primarily, maybe my Punisher. Right? So Ace comes through. What does he do? He's bringing us the Ramen Racer.
Yeah.
Now this, in my opinion, Ace, looks beautiful.
Thank you.
Why don't you kind of run us through how this came to, from idea, concept to now you have a working prototype.
All right. So thanks, Ryan. So basically it all started last Halloween, where I was, actively following the developments of the HasLab Engine of Vengeance. Mm-hmm. And, many experts and professionals that we know actually predicted that it will not fund. And true enough, it didn't. It was peaking at about 7,000 something backers at one point, and then it fell finally to about 5,000. And, I was just having that itch in me, that little spidey senses that, something's got to be done. And, since the debate was so hot that, it's not worth certain price and all these things. And of course, these are all opinions, right? We don't really know what is Hasbro's cost and layouts for all these things. So we can only extrapolate and speculate, but that's only what we can do.
And Ace, I would add to that I do agree with you, and I know we gave them a really hard time on this channel, but it was at the end of the day speculation, and so I think that's a fair statement. But yeah, continue on.
Yeah, so I was trying to do a litmus test, right? Being in the manufacturing business, having factory that I work with that might not be the same as what Hasbro uses. So, but around the same ballpark. Maybe mine is a little bit more expensive. Theirs is cheaper because they got volume and all these things. We understand that. Mm-hmm. So I was trying to see, if I were to make this, and if I were to get 9,000 units sold, how much would the price be? But of course, I'm not someone who can sell 9,000 units because I've never actually sold anything more than 1,500 units in the existence of Ramen Toy, right?
Right.
The highest we did was 1,500, which is the red gull wing. Everything else was just around 1,000. Some didn't even make it to 1,000, like our unfortunate 80s commanders, Apache Commander, that fell really short at about 280 orders. But that's another story. So I was looking at the 5,000 quantity that was in the final amount of backers that didn't back out. So 5,000. So I was thinking to myself, so in this 5,000, if I made something, could I grab maybe 1,000 people? Could I grab 1,500 people? Can I just do this so that, I can break even, I don't lose money. I can get collectors what they want, because I really saw from the comments in the YouTube channels that people really wanted the item. I mean, I was just trying to do something to fulfill. In fact, what the whole premise of Ramen Toy is to do things that people want, that I want, right? So can I reach out to a group of those people who really want it and see if they can support this thing that I'm doing? So when the Has Lab failed on that fateful day, I had prepared like a newspaper headline. I've already prepared. So I released my Happy Halloween 2022, right? Because that was the premise of that thing, Halloween. So I just gave it a generic name, Happy Halloween 2022, and we were just gonna do it. And we were thinking that we're gonna have it available maybe by December, the prototype, and then we can start getting people interested. But of course, along the way, I found that what I've done is not to par, because initially I just thought let's just do a car, right? A simple car that can satisfy most people's demands. But as
Prius.
I went through more discussions and more podcasts, people want more. People want more accuracy. People want, and then I was looking at my sculpt. I said, this is not accurate at all. Right. So I went back to my sculptor, and he actually said, let's do it better. So in fact, no, not the same sculptor, so different sculptors. I initially engaged a 3D modeling company to just sculpt it, and then they didn't do a real good job. That's why it didn't look nice. And then my regular sculptor stepped in and said, "Well, let me say that he's the real hero, right?" Let me give a shout out to Julian from Argentina. He's the real hero. He sculpted the Charger, and once it's done, I'm going to send him a copy. So yeah, so the whole thing happened like that, and then what is really important is that, and what we're proud of, is that we put this together in little over 3 months, because we actually had a revamped of whatever they have done from October, start of November, right? End of Halloween, start of November, December, we had something on 3D, but that was all scrapped, and we started from scratch, and then here we are now 3 months later with the working prototype, which is behind me. So,
well, what you've come up with is absolutely beautiful, and I want to say it's actually a Charger. Like, now, Hasbro could never call their vehicle a Charger because it wasn't. It was kind of their own thing, their own model. Was not accurate to the comics, but this is actually accurate to a legit Charger. What year is it?
we are like sort of mashing 1970 and around there. Again, we are trying to also be in a safe zone so that we don't actually do something that is something that we have to probably license for again. Right. So, again,
So-
this whole licensing thing is, I mean, once we get there, the ultimate goal for us, Ramen Toy, is to finally license stuff. And again, it's a chicken and the egg thing. When you go to a licensor without anything, they say, "Show me what you've done." I've got nothing, right? So I got to do something first, and then show them what I've done, and that's how it will evolve, hopefully.
Right.
Yeah.
So essentially, the story of this piece right here is, you saw the demand that people had for this 1/12 scale muscle car, right? And being the good-natured person that you are, you said, "Hey, I'm going to pick up the torch for these individuals that missed out, and I'm going to make sure they get something," right?
That is the truth. Yeah,
that's the truth.
Yeah.
So it begs the question: do you plan on doing a Cookie Monster for those individuals that didn't get theirs?
You see, as Steve Jobs said, you can only do great work if you love what you do. Unfortunately, I don't really love Cookie Monster. I'm so sorry.
So we're not going to get the blue brownie.
The blue brownie demon.
Now, I would like. So you've not only do you have this prototype, which looks amazing.
Mm-hmm.
You put together a nice little promotional video for it, which shows off a lot of the features of what this will include. This is not just going to be a hunk of plastic. This
and
will
this is
have
a premiere on the Loose But Complete stream.
So first time, world premiere, right here, the Ramen Racer. Wow.
Thank you.
Very, very well done. Now, listen. If that doesn't get the people excited, I don't know what will.
Dude,
Man.
Ace, that is extremely impressive. Extremely impressive. Wow.
Now, listen, Ace. I said earlier, I don't care about the Robbie Reyes Ghost Rider character. So I felt I just wanted a charger. But after watching that video with the flames and then the sound effects, I thought I didn't want sound effects. After seeing that, I'm in for the flames and the sound effects. That was amazing.
Yeah, it's a hard call because we have also heard the community that only wants things without the bells and whistles. Just give me a plain car, no lights, nothing, keep the cost down. But I'm not the kind of a maker. I want to do the bells and whistles. You know,
Yeah.
so yeah, that's the thing.
And the versatility of that vehicle, right? It's going to work with Ghost Rider. It's going to work with the Punisher. It's going to work with Blade. I could see Pandora, whipping around in that thing as well, right? I think a car like that kind of fits her personality, man.
Absolutely.
Dude, honestly, this checks all the blocks. Fantastic work. I can't
Should
say
I
it
bring it
enough.
closer?
Yes,
Yes.
by all means.
And
So
there
there
is
we
the
go.
prototype model.
All right. And let's see if I can turn it on here.
Oh my god.
So that's the sound, and then it's gonna be turned off, and then the always on mode. There you go.
Now, I would like to know. Oh, go ahead, Jeremy.
Yeah.
We may be about to ask the same question. Does this thing take double A's, or does it have a rechargeable battery that's in there? Or how's this thing work, man?
So initially I got the fuel cap off, and then there's a USB-C.
Dude, come on, man.
USB-C.
You charge the battery through the fuel cap?
Yeah, hold on. So this is the thing.
Come on, dude. Okay.
Because of shipping issues, people don't like the people that's doing couriers and post office. They always ask you nowadays, is there a battery inside? If there's a battery inside, you probably can't ship it. So with that in mind, the first design is that this will be USB-C powered. That means it will have to have a wire inside, USB-C plugged in, and you get your power. And with that idea, and the reason why we put it at the fuel cap is as if you are charging an electric car.
Right.
Right? But of course, the USB-C charging port might not look like something that's too visibly attractive, right? It's not. It doesn't go well with an action figure scale. Okay, so I thought about it, and then people were saying that there's again I'm listening to feedback, and even though we have our reasons for doing things a certain way, people are saying that I want to have it without the wire. So if that's gonna be a wire in only, it's a deal breaker for me. So okay, all right, we're gonna provide a separate battery pack, right? Sold separately. This battery pack is one of those where you use for your RC car.
Right.
So it's not your conventional triple A's or whatever. It's a battery pack for like RC cars, which charges independently. So either we can work the charging together with the USB, or if the wiring is too complicated, because again, once you got a USB-C, you're powering it versus charging something is totally different. Again, I'm not an electrical engineer, but from what I'm hearing from the guys, it's complicated. So if we can get it done perfect, that means a one port for power and one port for charging an external battery that you put in, or the external battery gets charged independently via your USB-A, right? And then once that's charged, you plug it into the car. And unfortunately, it currently has to be in the trunk. So I'm going to get maybe some comments about, oh, that's a design flaw. That's ugly to have a battery with a blue thing in the trunk. But currently, I don't have a better place to put it. But going forward, if the project's successful, I might or I will design some kind of a cover that looks like that masquerades as something like a ammo crate or some kind of a fuel charger, and then cover over the battery pack. But in the meantime, I don't want
tire maybe
anymore to have more things, and then it just delays the production. So I want to be. This is it. We're going with this, and then otherwise,
Look, like I gotta tell you, having the battery in the trunk compartment, right? That being a deal breaker for someone, that's an extreme nitpick, right?
Yes.
That's an extreme nitpick. It sounds like somebody was trying to find an excuse not to purchase this to begin with, and they just honed in on that, right? Because look, I got to tell you, I owned a Dodge Charger for a really long time, right? The battery was in the trunk, man. You had to like pull up from the back, to access the battery. So honestly, that's accurate to a Dodge Charger, or at least a current one anyway.
Jeremy, I'm in total agreement, and I gotta say, the way you chose to do it, Ace, is chef's kiss.
Chef's kiss.
Perfect. Because some of us would like to have it in our display and be able to keep the lights
always on. Yeah.
Always on, right?
Dude, this might be my new nightlight on my nightstand, man.
Yeah, it's going to save a lot of money in batteries. It's going to prevent, if you leave the batteries in on a toy, we know what happens for too long. They start to corrode. That problem, you have nixed it. Super easy, USB-C.
Yeah,
that's the way to go. Now, you did send me a breakdown of the parts here.
Yeah.
For the vehicle, and you could tell us a little bit more about this.
Okay, so the way I finally worked it out. So initially, how it evolved, the whole car, how it evolved, if I may, is that I only wanted to do the vehicle that resembles what the 5,000 backers wanted. Now, again, being realistic, I'm not going to get 5,000 people coming at my door to purchase this project. So I'm thinking maybe, scale it down, right? Scale it really down. Now, if I were to only limit it to the people that want a Ghost Rider, then I'm limiting my options. So can I, branch out a little bit, create a few more parts, tool a few more parts, and make it something else so that other collectors would be invested in it? Basically offering more items on the menu so they can choose. So finally, I came up with 4, right? Version FF, Fast and Furious, version BL, Blade, the Ghost Rider GR, and then General Lee GL. So
now, what was that?
General Lee.
So I've had a few people in the chat ask me about an orange.
Yeah.
Version.
So let me just carry on that one. So initially there was a menu of 4 items, and then in that way, my tooling, the main bulk of the tooling, which is the most expensive, being the car body and everything about the car, can be amortized over 4 different audience versus 1. So that was the idea. So we put out 4 different cars on our Instagram, on our Facebook, and then we got comments about, I'm not going to buy all 4, right? I want to buy 1 or 2. Can you just change the parts? Can you just interchange the parts? And I took that into consideration. Again, I'm always evolving, so I changed the parts. All right, I changed the parts. Now it's a basic model. Obviously, we can't change the hood from black to orange. There's no technology that allows us to change colors at the moment. All right, so it's either orange or black. So it has to be 2 basic base models. So the base models will be decked out exactly as what is on my prototype and what's on the screen right now. And then initially we had just had the same generic rims that I chose for this car. And then people are saying that, if you got to do the GL, you got to have unique rims for the GL. If you're going to do the Ghost Rider and Blade, you got to have unique rims for those guys. Then I said, okay, all right. So at the 11th hour, I made new rims, but it's not yet on this prototype because I don't have the time to make the changes and delay this prototype. So I will be doing a running change so that these rims that comes with the base model can be swapped out to put generic rims if anybody wants it. Not that everybody will want it, but it's just there because it's already done. I've already designed this, so I'll put it into the interchange pack. So the interchange pack would consist of 2 hoods, okay, two hoods, one for the FF, one for the BL, and then of course we're gonna have a tail light option that just plugs out a front grille option, and then we're gonna have the blower, obviously, that just attaches on magnetically to the car. So if I may, I'll just open this up. Okay, and then we just,
Oh, beautiful.
there we go. See?
Yes.
That's it. So yeah.
Well, it looks
And then,
like
of
the
course,
boys
since
done
we're on
found
topic,
themselves in a
you
Georgia
can just,
slush
okay,
pit.
just one more. One more. We'll take this off, right? We'll take this off, and we'll just put on the this way. Oops. Let me get the direction right.
Sure.
Oh, there we go. There we go.
Okay. Very nice.
Okay. And then for the back, it's as simple as just taking off this. And again, magnets, you just put it in. There you go.
Oh,
So
super simple.
so you added modularity to the product
Yeah.
to ensure that the individual customer could get this as close to what they had envisioned it to be as
Correct.
possible, right?
Correct.
Yeah. Instead of just saying, "Hey, here's your slop, take it or leave it," right?
That's right.
That's
So I'm always evolving, and this is the final product. It's a base model, and then you get the interchange pack that has the hoods, the grills, the blower, the rims, and then you get the Inferno pack that has all these flame effects, which are individually powered. Right? It's individually powered,
Ah, cool.
so you can just put it on. Yep.
Look, I gotta say it again. I've everything that you're doing right here is extremely forward thinking. I can't wait to get in on this.
Yeah. Now, if I was a betting man, I'd say that Roscoe's deck is full of jokers.
So Ace, speaking of getting into this, right?
Mhm.
What are we looking at as far as a price point is concerned?
All right. So the way I had done all the tooling calculation and production based on 2,000 units, we're looking at $250 for the base model, and then early bird gets in at 175, which is 30% off. And the concern would be shipping, obviously, right? Now we have already gotten the dimensions and the measurements and all the packing size, and to ship this from China to the US by air is going to cost about $120. Now we're going to give different options of maybe a possible sea freight, which reduces this to about 70 US for sea, or around 60, 70 US. And then we're contemplating another move, which is to just gather the orders from the US. Let's say if we have, say, right, 500 orders, and that might fit maybe a 20-foot container, we might just ship the whole thing to a certain locality, go over there, and then pack it and send it via USPS, which is like a flat, $10, $15. So we'll factor in what's going to cost us to ship it over there by sea, and then we might just do it, whatever that helps save costs at the end of the day, right? Because shipping is a killer.
Yeah.
For sure, especially with of an item at this size, right? Shipping is definitely going to be a factor. But if I can just get back to what you said about getting in early bird for the base model, $175.
That's right.
And the base model does have the light up dashboard, headlights, hazards, all that stuff.
Sounds, everything.
Sounds.
Yeah. And the interchange pack and Inferno packs are like $11 for early bird. It's $15.90 each on retail normal price. So you're just keeping it really low for the add-ons.
Ace, I have a feeling that you're going to get a lot of orders for this thing, man.
I hope so.
I really do. I'm down for two of them right now. I need the orange and the black one for sure.
Yeah.
So you got at least two for me, right? So if your MOQ winds up being two, then that's fine. I'll be the only one that gets them.
And what's important is that this product will be finished with a tooling that's polished, and then we'll add like fine textures on the tooling that results in a more premium feel when you inject the color. So, for example, if you look at the McFarlane Batmobile, it's not going to be like that. Okay, that is a simple polished tooling, if I'm not mistaken, and then it's just injected with like gloss black. So this is going to be tooled, and it's going to have a treatment to the text, the surface of the tooling, so that when you get the final result, it's like a high-end Logitech mouse, sort of injection color, right? So it's going to be injected in color for sure. It's not going to be painted because you just can't do paint on this kind of stuff. I mean, if it's a model that you just display and don't touch, yes, you can paint it. But if you're going to play with it, then you're not going to paint it.
Right.
So injected in color, but high premium quality finish. So exactly as what the render is showing, we're going to mimic exactly what the renders show and give you the final product as per the renders, a semi-gloss finish.
Look, Raw Talk Real Deal took the words right out of my mouth. After this, can you create a Punisher / A-Team van?
Like I said in the comments, and thank you so much. We don't want to get ahead of ourselves.
Right.
Let's get this over the line first, and let's see what's in the piggy bank before we can decide to do any more projects.
Yeah.
Okay.
And, I want people to keep in mind, yes, it's, $250 is the MSRP. There will be the early bird for $175. Of course, there's that additional shipping cost. Keep in mind, Ramen Toy is not Hasbro. The MOQ will be a fraction. In fact, Hasbro wanted 8,000 minimum.
9,000.
9,000 minimum. You are talking about doing 1,000.
My goal is 2,000.
2,000. Okay, so still, when the MOQ drops to a quarter, there's going to be the increased cost for the factory, and then of course, shipping for you is going to be a lot different than shipping for Hasbro, because they have, they work out deals with FedEx and US or UPS to get super good deals on shipping. Of course, you don't have that power because you don't have those numbers that they do. But the point is, support these little guys so that they are a competition for Hasbro one day. That's what we want. We want more options, because competition, what's that breed, Jeremy?
Well, it's
breeds price.
Breeds prices. Look, no, so
it breeds happy consumers. I'll tell you that, because we're going to get more for our dollar.
Yeah. Obviously, competition within the marketplace is almost always beneficial to the consumer, right?
Yeah.
So having someone with a competitive product like this, and look, I got to tell you, even at the base model, at the early bird for $175, right? That's absolutely crazy. That's an absolutely crazy price based off of the MOQ that you're anticipating versus the HasLab offering at their price point. There is a massive gap in between those numbers. So hats off again, sir. I'm thoroughly impressed. Put me down for 2. What's the what's the quote, Ryan?
Utah, I'll take 2.
Yeah,
all right.
Now, I also want to say, before I get comments in the comments down below or the live chat,
Not a shill.
No, I'm not a shill, but thank you, Ace. I'm not getting one for free. We'll put it that way. I am buying mine, and I want to buy mine because I want to support projects like this. But I want to say, people will say, well, you were so hard on Hasbro and they were going to include 4 figures and this, and you know what? The base was 1 figure at 9,000 units sold. So that's what I'm going off of.
That was my understanding as well, right? The 350 was always going to be the base. Anything else is a bonus. It's not 350 guaranteed 4 figures. It's not.
Right. Yeah. I'm just going off of the base offering because that's all they ever got to. Nothing else was unlocked. So there we go. I got a lot of questions, and we got some super chats I want to get to. And then there's a couple other items that you at Ramen Toy are working on that we could talk about.
Yeah.
So first up, from our friend Cato, thank you for the super chat. He says the AWOC podcast is awaiting some big table size news. Okay. And Jeremy stepped away for a minute.
Yes, he did. Yes.
Yeah, hopefully he can answer that when he comes back. Oh yeah, he said he'll be right back. Okay, we got one from Jeff W. Thank you for the super chat. He says, "Show us that sweet muscle car." Here it is, Jeff. And Jeff, it was really nice meeting you at the toy show on Saturday. Super nice guy, and thanks for buying some stuff for me. Opened up some room for all the stuff that I brought home. So appreciate you, man. Then we got one from Sam Newsman. Sam, thank you so much. Ace means hero in Toy Talk.
Thank you, Sam. Sam Newsman. Nice guy.
Yes. The media puppet. Scott Hughes, he says, with just a little cosmetic change to the same basic design, a 69 GTO could be made for the Thomas Jane version of the Punisher. So look at this, Ace. You're getting free ideas from our listeners. And by the way, Scott Hughes, those Dukes of Hazzard quotes were from you, and they were for you. So there you go.
All right.
What was that other one? Roscoe, you pea-brain imbecile. There you go, Scott. Another Dukes of Hazzard quote. Okay, the 13th Prince. He says, damn, that dashboard. Wow.
And it's going to be better because this prototype, you have the lights shining out too much. It's kind of whitish because it's a prototype, right? So the actual production will be proper pet print and proper concealing of the light. So you just get a glow on the dashboard versus such a stark, in your face thing. Yeah.
Very cool. All right.
Hey,
Skyfall.
sorry I had to step away. Can you repeat everything you said while I was gone, please?
I didn't say
No.
anything too much.
No, I
Most
will not.
was Ryan talking.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's useless. So thank you.
Yeah. Let's see here. Skyfall says, Lord of Cash, take my money. People are throwing money at you, Ace. They're ready for this.
Yes, we're trying to get the pre-orders up as soon as possible. Yep.
Okay.
I mean, I just literally got this less than 48 hours ago.
Can I buy that one?
Nah, you'll get a better one with the production model. This is not
There
good.
you go.
Yeah, this is not yet no. Yep.
Ted Darklaw, our friend at Hella Dope Toys, I'm sure he wants some sort of wholesale deal from you, Ace. I don't know. We'll see. But he says, by God.
Okay.
By God,
we
it's
can always
broken
do
in
wholesale.
half.
Yeah, we're doing wholesale for sure. Yep.
There we go. Ted Darklaw, you need to order at least 100.
Yeah, minimum. You need to get minimum 100.
Let's get it there.
Look, you think about it, right? You could do this diorama piece of like a drive-in movie theater with your Bratz cars and then your ramen racers right there. You know what I mean? You do a lot of cool stuff with this, man. Yeah, mix it in with your WWE Slambulance, right? With Ryan's got the big rig, man. It's
I do.
look,
yeah.
This is gonna be awesome.
The Canuck says, I'm in love. I'm sorry. I don't feel the same way, Canuck. No offense. I think you're okay, but I think we should just be friends.
I had to refrain from making a joke that would probably get us taken off of YouTube. So,
add to cart 217 says, add to cart, please. He wants to add that Ramen Racer to cart
as soon as possible.
K Dogs is very impressive.
Thank you.
And then we got a super chat from Hedwig. Thank you, sir. Imagine how good Ninja is going to make this look on his channel. Indeed. He says, my wallet's already happy and mad at the same time.
That's the sensation.
Yeah. I can't wait to hear Ninja's velvet voice to speak kind words about this product.
It's that creamy.
He's an artist, man.
I'm going to dim the lights, light up a couple of candles, you know what I mean, around. And watch the Ninja review on this.
Put on the Articulated Ninja album. Okay. Thank you, Hedwig, for the super chat. Collector Express, will you be able to cover the headlights?
Okay, so for this particular thing, it's not possible, and also it's not possible for another reason is that we don't want to get involved with the exact car, as I mentioned earlier. So there is no covering, although I wanted to do it, but with the fact that the mechanism of the actual thing rolls inwards and out, it's just not possible on a 1/12 scale. It's not possible, right? Even if you put the flaps as a separate piece, you don't have the fingers to actually put it in. Plus, it's just gonna be so intricate that you'll end up like getting, pulling your hairs out of your head and say, oh, what the hell is this, So all things considered, we just left it out. But with this guy, you can do it, right? So with this guy, not shown now because he's a prototype. Okay.
Mhm.
So with this guy, I will be able to have on the back side, you remove this and then you expose this here, right? So on
Gotcha.
this guy, you can do it because you can do it from the inside, but not from this one that's already assembled into the car. You can't actually do anything on the inside.
You can also use that as Geordie LaForge's visor from Star Trek if you need to. You can put...
I like it. And then we got here we
You know
go.
what's so funny about that is I have a Geordie LaForge carded like right here for some reason.
What a nerd.
Dude, I know.
I love Star Trek, The Next Generation. Mike T says this is giving Hasbro
emotional damage.
Thank you, Mike T. I'm always looking for an excuse to play that drop.
And I have to tell you, that is the best use of that soundbite on this show to date.
Yes.
To date, fantastic. Look, I'm seeing a lot in the chat. People are wanting to know, chomping at the bit. Ace, when can they put their money down for this?
Yeah, we are working. My guys are setting up the pics on the website. So I'm figuring about the next few days, right? Give them some time. Again, I just got this back less than 48 hours ago. I was on it, taking pictures. Ryan knows about it. I kept it updated on the progress.
Right.
And once the pictures are up, we can, have the listing, and then in a few days' time, we'll announce it on Facebook that it's up for order. And then I'm eager to see the support they're going to be getting. Like Bobby said, if it doesn't reach 50% in the first 24 hours or 48 hours is not looking good. So hopefully it will be otherwise. Yeah.
So that means everyone share the link, spread the word about this. If you want one, if you want your orange charger, if you want your hell charger, spread the word, man.
Definitely. Yeah, let everybody know. I definitely I want this to succeed as much as it possibly can. Right.
I mean, do you want another wave of crappy repainted Marvel Legends, which is close to $200 now, or do you want this car?
That's a very interesting way to put it into perspective, Ryan. I hadn't thought about that, but yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong in that respect. So, but yeah, nothing but the best. I hope that you make 5,000 of these, man. Honestly,
there'll be a dream. Yeah, there'll be a dream.
I am putting the link to Ramen Toy's website, ramentoy.com. It's in the chat, so click on it, bookmark it, get ready for that pre-order to drop. Not too much longer.
Yep, definitely.
So I think we're at over an hour now. We've spent a long time talking about the Ramen Racer. If anybody doesn't have any objections, I had a couple of other questions about some ramen products coming up too.
I do have an objection. I have more super chats to get through.
I'm ready to hear them. Oh, of course,
yes. Articulated Chad, what's up, Chad? He says hi.
So I am obligated as a selfie series customer to say hi now. So thank you for reminding me, Chad.
He says, Ryan, thanks for my partial shirt refund. You're welcome, and thank you for the partial refund of my refund. Appreciate you, man. Inside joke: you got to watch Articulated Chad's last stream with Tony from Analog Toys and the 3POA podcast. Okay, unboxing art. Can we get a loose but complete figure 2-pack as an add-on? If you want to sell 5,000 cars, you make that add-on.
Yeah,
right. Yeah. There you go, loose but complete.
Mm-hmm.
I've already got a head sculpt. I'll send it to you.
Okay, sure. Yeah.
Bobby won't make a figure of me. Maybe Ace will. I don't know.
Yeah. Just make sure it's sized 4% bigger because it shrinks 4% on production.
Oh, gotcha. I got to
look. Ace, you've never met him in real life, but he could take any size reduction he could possibly get.
It would be appreciated.
Right.
Indeed. Zakanen, thank you for the $6.66 super chat. It's odd.
That is odd.
He says, Ace, any limit to how many people can buy? I'm planning on ordering 4 personally and every pack. Beautiful work.
Well, there's no limit. and to be realistic, buying 4 is tremendous. You'll be, I guess, one of our premium Sapphire class customers.
What are the perks to being a Sapphire class customer?
I have to think about that because I've not actually set up the whole thing yet. So
so we're getting a little bit of inside baseball here, right? A little bit of so are you breaking something else here on the show as well? There's going to be customer tiers.
no tiers. No, we hate the tiers. No tiers.
No, not like crying. There's going to be some of that as well.
Yeah,
not
yeah,
like those kind of tiers, but
Hasbro put you through the tiers, right? You got to get this to get that. You got to get this to get that. So
Hasbro causes my
everybody's
tiers.
same. Everybody's all good. Yeah.
Okay.
There we go.
Right.
Yeah.
I like it. Thank you, Zakanen. I think I said that right. We also got a super chat from Astro N1701. Astron? I don't know. He says, I'm hoping to get in on early bird. Great work. Thank you for the super chat.
Thank you.
Yeah, get in on the early bird. 175?
175, yeah.
175. That's a nice savings.
It just makes sense.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's like, come on.
Buy 2. I'm gonna buy 2.
Thank you.
I'm just saying that if my wife is watching, only 1. It's okay, Ace. I'm gonna buy 2. Okay. All right. And 8 and Skate, thank you, sir, for the super chat. I just want to thank you, Ryan and Jeremy, for putting on a great show every time, and the charger looks great. Thank you, 8 and Skate. Thanks for always being here and supporting the show.
Yep, really appreciate that, and also continuously sharing out or sharing the show on Instagram as well. Right.
Every show he shares the link for this and 3POA, so that helps more than hitting the like button by a long shot. Even though everyone should hit the like button, we have 284 watching, 152 likes. So thank you, 8 and Skate. Appreciate you. And then we got our last super chat, and then we're all caught up from my friend Jeff, who is from the Pacific Northwest.
My name is Jeff.
My name is Jeff.
My name
Thank
is
you,
Jeff.
Jeff. How will early bird work? Certain number of slots or certain time frame to buy at 175?
Yeah, so once we list the pre-orders, there's 30 days for anyone and everyone to get in on the early bird price. Yeah.
Dude, that's like
So the whole idea of early bird is basically to give us the confidence that we can tool this thing, right? So the earlier we tool it, the earlier we deliver it, right? We're not gonna be like in our previous campaigns where we just let it run for as long as possible and then people take their time. We have to have a target. This has to be made. This has to be in my target in people's Christmas gift, or if I can make it even faster for Halloween, because it'll be a great target to reach, that this lands for Halloween. So yeah, I'm actually going to start tooling in May. So this 30-day period is actually more of an extension versus our conventional 2 weeks to get an early bird in. So a maximum 30 days, basically like a Kickstarter duration, for everybody to get in on that 175.
Yeah,
I think that's an extremely generous amount of time for an early bird, right?
Yeah,
very generous.
Of course, bear in mind we do need and request for the payments up front, and that's how we actually fund the tooling. So
Absolutely.
This is a most frequently asked questions: do we get charged now or when the item is ready? So unfortunately, for early bird, you get charged now, but you can obviously choose to wait, and then when we have the things available, you can purchase it at $250. That's how it works.
But the big takeaway, Ace, is what you're saying is that the for the 30-day early bird, you get it at, what did you say, 30% off? So you get it at
Yes.
175, right?
Yep.
And then the more people that get in on the early bird pays for the tooling, which means we get the product faster.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that's right.
So
That's right.
cheaper and faster. That
Yes.
sounds like that sounds like 2 wins right there. So
Yeah.
yeah. For anyone skeptical, cutting steel for these molds is one of the highest expenses
mhm.
that come with our toy hobby into making toys. So I said it before, Ramen Toy is not Hasbro. They don't have $1 billion sitting in the bank where they can just take 10 grand, 20 grand, 30 grand and cut steel. They need the money up front to fund the molds. They make it, they ship it to you.
Mhm.
We're all happy.
You can ask Bobby, this is not going to be 10, 20 grand.
Right.
So
I get it. I know it's going to be a lot.
this is major stuff. Major stuff.
For
Yeah,
tooling
but-
that large.
This can make or break Ramen Toy.
Right.
Yeah, but look,
Yeah.
here's the deal, right? You said that you're making improvements as you go, right? You're
Yes.
figuring things out, lessons learned. So you're
Yeah.
streamlining the process, right? Ramen Toys is a company that has delivered product in the past.
Oh, yeah.
So I have no problems with fronting the money like right there for this, because I know that you're a proven brand and you're going to get it done.
Thank you. Yep.
Yeah. The Quicksilver, Monstar. I know Bobby has both of those. I know that you're working with
Yeah, Gullwing is coming out really soon. The Gullwing. Yep.
the Gullwing. Yeah. You made the robot for
Riot Press.
Right Press. Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're a legit toy company. You're making stuff. This is not one of those back the Kickstarter
night
and lose your money and never hear from them again. This
What's
is
what's that one famous example, Ryan? The
Cryptid Toy.
Cryptid Toy, right? This is not that scenario. Like I said, Ace is and Ramen Toy is a proven name. So look, vote. People decided that they were going to vote with their wallets as far as the engines of Vengeance was concerned. People didn't think it was worth the money. I was one of them. But this right here, like I said, I'm down for 2 day one, man. So
And I would like to point out, if Ramen Toy can give us this car at the price they're giving it, what could Hasbro have given us, man? And they didn't want to do it. That's okay. We're moving on from that. Okay.
right, yeah.
Okay.
I gotta get through some of these chats. I'm sorry, and then we're gonna get into a couple other items that you have coming down the pipeline.
Right.
Okay. Thank you, Jeff. Oh yeah, here we go. Suka, how much will the upgrade sets be?
Yeah, they are $15.90 each, and then the early bird price is $11.
Come on, dude. You're killing.
That's yeah. There you go, $11.
Oh man,
That's amazing. I thought you were going to say $25, $30, $11.
Minimum. I was expecting $30, man.
Yeah, so the idea is
honestly.
that we're not actually making any profits off of these sets. And again, these are all individual, there's the lights, there's IC chips inside, there's and it's just $11 for 5, because we are just adding it on, because again, we are it's supposed to be the whole, just the car and the flames, and then people wanted this and that, so we have to break it out. Some people might not want this, see? So if you want it, then you just pay a small amount to get it. That's all. Yeah.
Maybe, someone mentioned the 18 van earlier. If this is successful, maybe that's in the pipeline. I don't know. I'm not going to speak for you, Ace, but maybe we'll get a black van with that nice red stripe up to the spoiler. Oh, that'd be cool.
It's not bad, huh? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We got one from, here we go. This is a good one. Hebot says, Ramen Toy, would you consider doing decals for the Dukes of Hazzard Orange Charger?
So this is what happens. It is a controversial subject from my discussions with people who are invested in this. And there's a way around this, right? We will sell the orange car because BBTS is also getting on board to be our resale partner. And in fact, they are not going to take the orange car. They're just going to do the black one. And we're selling the orange car, and a few retailers will sell the orange car. And we will include, if you just put in a note during checkout, said you want stickers, it will be sent to you, the stickers that you want for the car. That's it.
There you go. So if you want the what's it called? The Rebel
stickers,
flag? Yeah, we'll just call it stickers. Okay, fine.
Yeah, we'll call it.
We don't want to offend anyone.
We call it the old stars and bars there.
Yeah. Okay. Killamagwai. Sup, loose boys? Appreciate y'all. Appreciate you, Killamagwai. Thank you. And then Zakanen. Thank you so much for the super chat.
66, man.
Yeah. Hey, whatever.
Yeah.
It supports the channel. I appreciate it.
Sure. Yeah.
Nailed my name, Ryan. Also, I'm putting some Decepticon logos on one of my racers to match my daily driver. Oh, that's cool.
Wow.
Nice. Awesome.
That's a 69 Charger. That's cool, man. Right on. Thank you. Okay. There is one here, and I know you don't want to really touch on it,
Okay.
but he did pay us money, so I'm going to bring it up
Okay.
and read it, and you
All right.
answer it however you want.
Sure.
Ace.
Sure.
Okay. It's from our friend Tony Robles. Tony, thank you so much for the super chat. Have pre-orders been delayed for the Maverick figure, or am I just not looking hard enough? Sorry if the question has been answered.
So, short answer: we are currently in negotiations with Paramount. That's it.
Okay, there you go. Tony, appreciate you as always, my friend. Thank you for the
Thank
super
you,
chat.
sir. Thank you very much.
All right, now we can move on
Great.
to another item that you have in the pipeline that Jeremy is very excited about. The Marshall.
Oh.
Right. So I really hope that Sam Newsman is still in the chat so he can get this straight from the horse's mouth here, right? Look, I'm very excited about this, and I know that a lot of other people are as well. So the big question that I've seen a lot of people ask, and it's a question of mine as well: how far down this particular rabbit hole are you going to go? Right? Are you stopping with just the Marshall and then 3-0 here, or do you have plans to really like fill that out?
Well, the plans is always there to do a line to its maximum,
Okay.
but along the way we have to take stock and see what we're doing, whether is it making sense. So let me give you a good example of the 80s commanders, right, which is the Centurions. So we had embarked on the first 3 characters, and that did well for us. In fact, that was the platform, the springboard that made us who we are today, because that from out of nowhere, Ramen Toy came out. We offered 3 characters from Centurions. We called them the 80s commanders, and we had, there was no, it was just a prayer, right? Just had a prayer, and then people were on board. They backed this, and then we had the successful first campaign, and that allowed us to carry on making stuff. And along the way, we heard the calls to the collectors. Again, not to speak anybody down, but we heard the calls, and they were saying that do this, do that, and we did. But at the end of the day, when we did it and invested all the money to make the prototypes, we just didn't get the orders, right? So much so that we actually were so confident that this is going to do well that we tooled the antagonist sideboard without first getting the pre-orders. We tooled the land drone without first getting the pre-orders. That's why those 2 products, if you can see on my website now, the antagonist sideboard is currently, I think, past the MOQ for some time, but before then it was not. The Apache Commander and the land drone is currently still on early bird because we're just not reaching the MOQ. So MOQ, beating a dead horse to death, has been said many times. It just means that we need this amount so that we can keep the price at what it is.
Mhm.
We even have customers and collectors saying that you can charge a higher price if your quantities are low. So for example, if the Apache Commander, we only did like 400 units, we can charge $200 for one figure, and they're cool with that. But I don't think so, right? No, that could be the opinion of 1 or 2 or 3 collectors, but not the masses. So I don't think that's going to be a wise move. We're going to just fall flat on our faces if we did that. So we're just going to do the conventional way, the proven method, reach an MQ, and then a price that's reasonable that people can accept.
Mhm.
So having said a long story, right, we are always interested to make the characters because we have all these ideas of how to make them the way we think that they should be. And that's how we came up with the 80s commanders. That's how the antagonist cyborg was sculpted, right? He's got special stuff there. That's how he looked.
Oh yeah,
So,
it's
yeah.
great, man. It's great.
Yeah. So all these ideas, including the Marshall here, we have all the ideas, right? We have what you might call it. This is the most updated image of the 3-0, right? So
Down
yeah,
and dirty with the 30-30.
There's lots of characters, interesting characters, right? Like Tex Hex, Stampede, the lady, right? So we want to go the distance, but if we make it, we always want to put it out for pre-orders, and if the pre-orders does not show that we can make it, then we can't make it. If I'm making sense.
You are, yeah.
It
have
makes perfect
minimum
sense.
order quantity or MOQ to meet. If you don't meet that minimum order quantity, it doesn't happen. That makes complete sense.
Yeah.
In fact, this is what I see as the success and demise of many companies that I know, many brands that you guys probably know as well, right? They started off small, they were successful, they grew big, they got a lot of licenses, and then at the end of the day, these licenses did not support the sales because they paid the fees are the same, right? Mostly the same, but they stretched themselves up so thinly that in the end of the day, they contracted and became smaller. So it's about managing the whole thing. It's a business after all. It's not just a passion project. If we were like a Cristiano Ronaldo, probably we can do it. We can just make whatever we want. And then it's no worries.
Yeah.
I just I wish Elon Musk was into action figures.
Yeah.
And then he could just make stuff and just sell it for what
$4 billion, right, for Twitter, right?
Oh man, that would be great, right? He should partner with Ramen Toy. Can we get Elon on the phone, Jeremy?
Yeah.
Real
Elon.
Yeah, actually, I know a guy that knows a guy that had a
guy
with one time with somebody's uncle that had been on Twitter once. So
and he owned
a satellite dish.
Okay.
That he was using to get free and illegal cable from, right?
And also a Tesla. Yeah.
And also a Tesla, right? And also
we basically are friends with Elon Musk.
Essentially, like when you get really like down to it,
Okay. All right, so there's the Marshall.
Yeah.
Sam Newsman is here.
So I hope I answered the question. Yeah.
Being very generous as well.
So let's bring up his super chat. Don't worry, guys, I got some of the chat starred. But let's bring up Sam's chat. Sam, thank you so much, man. That's very generous. The Marshall is potentially the deepest cut in the Ramen Toy library and is the quintessential figure line that will solidify what makes ramen retro, artistic, modern, 80s nostalgia.
Wow, that's a big compliment.
Yes. So for those that didn't know, yes, ramen is a
acronym.
Acronym. Yes.
Right. So Ace, as far as the Marshall is concerned, right? I think you've chosen a winner here, because if you look at the prices on the secondary market that line is commanding, right, on Mercari and eBay, there's definitely there's a need, there's a want for that IP. So I think with this right now, it's just a matter of getting this in front of enough people, right? Like spreading the word far enough that this is happening.
Yeah, and I never actually look at prices on eBay because it is just like fishing for the guy that wants to bite.
Right.
Prices are what it should be. I think the days of collecting grills is maybe behind us. There was a time, where we would just pay whatever we will pay to get something that we thought we would never get. But with the advance of the internet, and we see that it's actually available, then if you see a price that's just too high, it doesn't mean anything. It's just one unit, it's one guy looking for a buyer, consensual seller, consensual buyer. So everything has to be priced right, because in today's climate where everything is priced, this is again a hobby. It's not a need. We have to take care of the needs first.
Right.
Even myself, I don't have a fantastic collection, right? I'm just making my own toys. That's why. So we have to bear that in mind. Yeah.
Well,
look, thank you. Look, I completely I understand and I agree with what you're saying, but I think that you can use those secondary market prices as an indicator, right? Because let's say that there's a toy line that's very near and dear to my heart, which is Dragonheart, right? You can get carded figures for $5, right? But if you try to find the hell you say, but if you try to find a Marshall Bravestar, right, that's still all sealed up, that price is going to be significantly higher. So I guess that's what I was getting to, right? You can use those prices as an indicator.
a friend of the channel, Ken Connections, actually picked up a vintage Brave Star for a good price.
Oh yeah.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah.
at the toy show he was at last week?
Yeah.
Yeah. I wanted to go to that, but there was a toy show here in my area that I
Okay.
went to instead. But okay, so keep in mind, if you have a passing interest in this IP, you might want to jump on this because I don't know if anyone else is going to do it.
Yeah. Support it. Support it and
Support it.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Now there is to move on from this. Well, I got a couple questions here that I
please.
want to get to. Well, first a statement from Scott, our friend Scott Hughes. Unbelievable. The amount of value in customer service is outstanding. I agree. Thank you, Scott.
Thank you.
Mad Hatter Reviews has a question for you. The old Mad Hatter. He says, Ramen Toy, what do you believe is the most flippable product that you have?
That is a spot-on impression, Mr. LaserPants.
Thank you.
I believe that would be the Flipper, which is coming along really nicely.
All right. What's it? Flipper Frank? Something like that? Yeah, there we go.
Flipper. It's from the Mystics of Eternia. So
okay. Right on. All right. Now, speaking of Eternia,
yeah,
you got another toy coming down the pipeline. The Bad to the Bone. Yes. You want to tell us a little bit about this?
Yeah. So, like I mentioned to people within my circle, I've conceived this idea around January this year, and recently, when Mattel was doing new product releases, people spotted some Easter eggs. Possibly they're doing this. So I am gonna observe carefully. But what I have in mind is that this thing is articulated. It has, as you can see, the section in the middle is all pretty much the same. So I'm gonna make them modular. You can have a longer version, not too long, of course, right? You can adjust slightly a few more segments, or you can have a shorter version. Again, not too short, not too long. You guys know how to play the game. And, articulation and coloration, and then holding classics as well as origins. And that's the whole premise of it. Yeah.
Very good. Jeremy, you're the Motu collector.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Again, I don't have anything else to say besides when.
When?
When?
Well, I will get the prototype out first. So currently this 3D is done.
Okay.
So the thing about us is that, I'm eager to share. I would have actually kept this under wraps, and then when we have the prototype, then we show it out. But in that sense, sometimes it exposes us to people thinking that, we copied something else. So the earlier I share something, the earlier I have a timestamp on when I started, then it helps my cause. So if I had kept this under wraps, and then when the prototype is done, I show it, something else might have transpired along the way, and then we get different feedback. So I want to show things as we go along. This is part of Ramen Toy. We show our concepts, we show what we're doing along the way. You're taking for the ride. And this one, I will probably get the prototype done around, I would say, June. June is a safe bet. We're currently working on that, and then I'll be away in Japan for the Shizuoka Hobby Show in May. So coming back, I'll probably do this around June. Yeah.
So
I've got a big trip
Jeremy.
coming up to a faraway land as well called Georgia for Joe Fest. So yeah, it's
that's great.
Same thing. No, look, this looks awesome. I'm extremely nostalgic for this piece right here, but I think we're a little bit too early in production to really talk about costs for this.
Again, this will not be that expensive, but it's going to be over 100, I would think. Over 100.
Look, all I'm going to say is that if you can pull off that 1/12 scale vehicle with the sounds, with the lights, with everything like that, with the early bird for 175, I'm sure that this is going to be priced very
Yeah,
fairly.
you can extrapolate, right? Yeah, you
Right.
can extrapolate there. Yeah,
Right.
sure.
All right, there we go. Bad to the bone. And then the last thing we're going to talk about, certainly not least, because I know there's a lot of excitement for this. Ooh, what is this? Mr. Lundgren.
So look, I passed on that Masterverse movie version of He-Man specifically because of that
The
head sculpt.
one on the right there
one
that
on
looks
the
like
right.
the one that looks like an AWOC figure.
He looks like, yeah, I skipped on it specifically because of that. I think the Skeletor looks fantastic, right? But without the He-Man there to complement him, what's the damn point? So, but this other head sculpt on the left here, right? If we can, Ace, if you want to get into that a little bit.
Yeah.
Let's show this.
Oh baby.
So what happened was the moment I saw, I'm a He-Man fan, right? So as you can see from
Couldn't
there,
tell.
I'm a
Couldn't
He-Man
tell at all.
fan. So the moment I saw this dropped, I immediately noticed the saw thumb, which is the hit. So I got to work straight away, right? And we got this body shipped in from stateside, thanks to Emerald Knight Photos for the help to getting it, because we can't get this kind of stuff in China, right? All these Mattel Motu, they're always exported, even though it's made in China. We don't get it. We don't see it in China at all. It gets exported all the way, and he's got to take the ride across the Pacific, and then it comes back to me. So it took some time. I had to get this guy because I got to make sure that the head fits, right? The ball pack and everything, the size, the sizing, and the coloration of the body colors. So yeah.
I mean, listen, it looks just like Dolph. And switch up the hairstyle, scale it down a little bit. Punisher.
Oh, that's
Punisher.
right. He was the first Punisher. What he
was the first
wasn't
Punisher.
he?
Scale it down to Marvel Legend size.
It's a separated piece, so you can
look at that. You just got to do it. You just got to do hair. Oh man, the possibilities of this. Look, I'm going to. I know both of those figures are just sitting there collecting dust on the shelf at Target. I'm going to go get both of them now. Just because of the fact that I can get this head sculpt. Now these you're going to be offering these. Are these going to be painted?
Yeah, so they're going to be painted. So with our recent Maverick figure, we were able to now get a production house that allows us to make that quality kinds of face sculpts. So we're going to be applying it to this guy. So my initial promo pictures of this had like normal cartoon style painted eyes.
Right.
So that's not going to be the case. I'm going to actually go in and get this painted up looking realistic. And then we're going to take pictures. We're going to offer it one last time on announcement on Facebook, on our website for final orders to come in, because this is going to be just a one-time run. I'm not going to do this now and then in the future, let's do a rerun. No, this is going to be one time. And why run time? Because I can be honest with you, right? I'm only getting about 300 orders for this hit. So it's by far a distance from the MOQs of 1,000. We're still gonna do it anyways, because like I said, not everything has to be a money-making venture, right? We put it out there as a marketing tool to show that we can do this kind of stuff. And then hopefully the people, again, and of course there are some controversies about this, again, about rights and stuff like that. So we don't want to be blowing our trumpets too loud, too far, and too wide. Just for the community that wants this, we'll get it to them. And then again, I'm looking forward to showing you guys what this is going to look like with the realistic painted eyes. Going to do a side-by-side comparison. Going to tell you guys that this is going to be the 1 week left of all this to put it in. Once it's done, we will start production, and then the initial anticipated release of April, May would now have to be delayed to about June, July, because of the fact that we have to do the realistic looking eyes and face. Yeah.
Wait, I have to wait another 30 days? No, I'm
out.
Man. I'm out.
I mean,
cancel it. I'm done. I'm out.
Any toy collector who's been doing this for more than a year or two knows delays come with the game. It happens. So as long as
Wait,
it's not 3 years like Mezco.
Wait,
You're
are the pre-orders for those heads open right now?
Yeah, it's been open the moment we got
Yes.
the prototypes out. Yeah.
How did I not know this?
Yeah, and
So
it's
link to
15.90
Ramen
for
Toy.
one and 33 for three.
There you go.
Okay, and then you do have different sizes for
we have
the Masterverse scale
we have
and the
verse,
Origin
verse
scale.
1, verse 2, and verse 3.
Right, because
Right.
Origins, yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Okay,
I like how the
I'm-
Origins one is a little fits Origins better. Nice.
Yep,
Very nice.
it's got those squatty proportions.
Yes.
That those
Yes.
those original He-Man figures. I'm going there right now to get mine.
Okay,
Ace.
okay, man.
Okay.
Go ahead and do that. Link to Ramen Toy to their website is in the chat. I just put it in there. Also, follow them on Facebook. Like he said, he puts a lot of stuff up on Facebook. He's Ace, you're very transparent with what you're doing, with what you might want to do. You're dropping hints, teases, Easter eggs there in your photos on Facebook. Links to both in the chat. Click on them, follow them, buy their
Thank you.
stuff. Let's make this happen. Now, I got a few super chats before we end the show.
Okay.
So let me get to those. Here we go. Well, Chris Allen, he just answered your question when the movie He-Man heads are expected to ship.
Yep.
Just answered that about June. We got a super chat from Raw Talk Real Deal. Thank you so much, sir, for the super chat. Ace, I truly believe that you can be the company to bring the Shaw Brother brand to the action figure market. Think 5 Deadly Venoms, Master Killer, Crippled Avengers, 36 Chambers, etc.
Wow. Okay. Look at that.
I don't know what any of that is, but
Yeah. Seems French to me.
yeah.
Apologies.
Yeah, no, you know what? There's a lot of IPs out there, and if there's an action figure collector, they want figures from their favorite IP.
Mm-hmm.
So that's just Raw Talk Real Deal's passion right there. Right on, man.
Appreciate
And then
it.
we got one.
Appreciate it.
We got one from Elizabeth Laurie. Thank you as always. I hope everything in Hawaii is going great. Elizabeth, thank you for the super chat. Just saying hi and have a great show. It's been a great show so far. Thank you, Elizabeth, for that super chat.
Yep, thank you very much. Much appreciated.
All right. So, like I said, there's links to everything in the chat, ramentoy.com. Follow them on Facebook, IG_Ramen Toy.
Yes.
Right? There we go. Follow them
YouTube
there.
as well.
And YouTube. Yes, you guys have a YouTube with 1,200
That's right.
subscribers. Let's get that number up.
Yeah.
we need to pump that up, you guys. Come on. Come on.
I'm sure one of the mods will drop the link to Ramen Toy YouTube in the chat there before we end. But Jeremy, anything you want to plug before we end?
Yeah. Hey, look, AWOC Wednesday is not over just yet. So right now there's a really, really great deal on Kali with the gold weapons pack. And also for all you army builders or people that like to do army building, there's really good deals on a pack of, well, they're not in one pack, but 3 Chunari Legionaries and 3 Horde Ravagers right now as well. So go check it out. AWOC Wednesday is a thing, and it's going to continue to be a thing. And if you happen to miss AWOC Wednesdays, right, go check out our very good friends Ted and Aaron over at Hella Dope Toys. Right, they're getting a new shipment in, right, and this is a testament to this line. It was so popular that they sold out and had to get another shipment from Spiro, right?
I think Jeremy just dropped off.
Mr. Freeze.
But yeah, helladopetoys.com. There you go. Get your AWOC figures. 3POA is back this Saturday. Me, Tony, Bobby. Coming back, we're talking convention exclusives.
What just happened?
You frozen. Yeah, you frozen. You went away.
Where was I?
You made your point.
What year is it?
I'm coming out like Kyle Reese. What year is this?
We're talking convention exclusives this Saturday on 3POA, 5 o'clock Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. Don't miss it. Ace, any final words from you, my friend?
Well, thank you for having me on the show, Ryan and Jeremy. I really appreciate it, and it had been a great time to explain what we're doing, where we're going, and hopefully that everybody will help support the Ramen Racer. It's lots of effort been put in. We churn it out in such a short time, and we want to get it out as soon as possible.
And Ace, thanks for coming on, spending your time with us. I think I would like to play that world premiere video one more time to see us
Okay.
out. What do you think?
Very good idea.
Run it again. Let's
Run
go.
it again?
Let's
Run
go.
it again.
I want to see it. Let's go.
You want to see it? I want to see it. Ace, you want to see it?
I want to see it too, man.
Don't talk about it. Be about it. Let's.
RamenToy.com. Check it out. Get ready. Pre-orders coming.